Hi everyone, and welcome to Devtodev's webinar that will be dedicated to Devtodev's in-game reports, hosted by Anastasia Bogapova, Devtodev's product growth manager. And she'll tell you everything about our in-game reports and how they can help boost your game's efficiency and how you can use them and your team as well to make your games super awesome. And I'll just go through an agenda very quickly, and then we'll let Anastasia start her session. So we'll just have a short walkthrough of Devtodev's in-game reports and let you know how you can solve your problems if you have them with their help. And after the webinar, after the session, we'll have a Q&A session, so feel free to write down your questions and we'll make sure to answer them after the webinar. I'll just say that we have a recording and we'll be sharing it next week. So stay tuned for our updates. And Anastasia, we can start.
Thank you for introducing me, and thank you for a quick brief of our agenda. We'll walk through who can benefit from these in-game analysis reports, specify the tasks that they can solve, and the types of insights that each report can provide. And also, as I was said, we will provide you a webinar recording via email, and we also will have a Q&A session, so write your questions in chat. Let's start with the core benefits that Devtodev brings to game developers and designers. Devtodev equips you with tools to understand your players better, tracking their behavior, retention rates, revenue patterns, and other metrics. As game developers, you often spend a lot of time on some regular tasks. So we identify 3 big challenges that we can help with through Devtodev Analytics platform. It's reducing user acquisition costs, increasing player retention and engagement, and speeding up the testing and release of new features. Here, how we can support these areas. Our platform provides ready-to-use analytics tools that let you track user behavior, retention, and monetization without building some custom reports. For monetization, we offer detailed reports to help you optimize in-app purchases, virtual goods, and ad revenue. With our predictive analytics, you can forecast your LTV, revenue, players' behavior, which helps improve retention and targeting. And our user flow analysis highlights where players drop off, so you can adjust level design to keep players engaged. And finally, we also have an A/B testing platform that lets you test new features or some pricing strategies, your levels design, and get quick feedback to make better and fast decisions. Let's look at a simple example to see the power of our tools. By adding just one level up event, you can get access to several variable reports. These reports include insights like revenue per level, how many users complete each level, and currency spending patterns. There are a lot of metrics that will be available to you. This data allows you to make real improvements, adjust level difficulty to keep players, reduce drop-off rates, and improve monetization by better understanding spending behavior. In short, just one event can give you these insights that you need to make smart decisions about level design and economy balance. Therefore, today we will explore Devtodev's ready-made reports for games that are available in game analysis section. These reports are automatically generated they're based on basic events with we prepared special guidelines, and they detailed in our documentation. the data visualization already created for you. So you don't need some other additional actions. You don't need to manually build the charts. They are ready to use right out of box, right after integration basic events. In the in-game analysis section, you will find 4 groups of dashboards, each designed to give you a different perspective on your game's performance. First, named dashboard, provides an overview of general metrics and helps you calculate revenue by levels, showing the top purchases and the levels that bring you most revenue. The economy balance dashboard lets you track your in-game currency balance and analyzing how it's earned and spent across levels or across sources. And the virtual goods and purchases dashboard shows which items player prefer to buy more compared to other items, and also it provides ABC XYZ analysis for deep insights and purchases dynamic. And finally, the game structure dashboard helps you understand player progression, showing the metrics for each level and location. You can see how players move through the game, how they pass levels. And each dashboard offers specific insights, helping you to make necessary decisions to provide you necessary data for each type of metrics. Beyond the ready-made reports, we also have an opportunity to create customized reports that will answer to your custom needs specific to your own business. This opportunity includes four options: basic events, constructor for tracking essential game actions such as level competition or purchases action based on basic events. Custom events editor, which allow you to set up and analyze unique player interactions. You can create your own custom events and analyze it in using the report. Final reports help you visualize player progression through specific stages and detect drop-offs on each stage. And SQL reports you can use for building advanced in-depth analysis through SQL queries. Each of these options is useful for different tasks. For example, setting up custom events can give you insight into specific behavior, while SQL reports offer flexibility for deep data exploration or for custom metrics and custom calculations. So let's move to the interface. I will share my screen and I will share you our interface. Yeah. As always, the ready-made reports are in Smart View menu, and today we are interested in in-game analysis section. Here you can see, as I said, 4 general group of dashboards. The first section, dashboard, includes key reports from the next 3 sections. You can switch to specific dashboards by clicking here in details. For example, let's move to top levels by revenue, game structure section. Here you can see data about how users passed the levels and how users passed the location. But also you can see cumulative metrics by levels. For example, you can check the conversation to purchase on each level by selecting the metric cumulative level conversion. It's conversion to payment calculated specific to each levels. Here you can see the dynamic. You can change the layout, the view. and also you can filter the levels. And as usual, in our dashboards, you can select special. You can specify some special periods to analyzing, and you can adjust some filters and select special segments, template, use previous created templates, or use some custom properties about your users. And as I said, they have two remaining groups. They are focused on in-app purchases, virtual goods, and economy balance. The reports in virtual goods and purchases allow you to analyze items and offers. So let's look at, for example, purchases dynamic metrics. We will choose the virtual item categories. Let's choose all, bonuses, boosters, and tons. And let's update data. Oh, yeah. Here you can see the dynamic of purchases for each category. Let's create some example. Let's select the metrics that let's select the metric percentage of bias among active users, because we can analyze not only absolute numbers but also the percentages. Yeah, here we can see the dynamic. I guess that's all interesting, but let's adjust some changes. Let's select metrics starting from level 10. We want to know more about some adult players who already complete first 10 levels. Oh, here I can see that dynamic changed and picture changed. Okay. We can see that after in October 8, the dynamic of purchases, the dynamic of users who purchased bonuses decreased. We can see here. If it was my game, I created some insights and continued analyzing, but it's just a webinar. So let's go back to the last section, economy balance. In economy balance section, we can analyze metrics about how users spend their money. In dynamic, we can aggregate the data by levels, and also we can see the data aggregated by days, weeks, and months. So let's select maybe days. Yeah. You can see the dynamic for the last 30 days. If there are some changes on October 7 and 9. Okay, yeah. Users spend more money than in previous periods and previous days and in future days. So it was some strange period for our users. You can also change the currency for that metric. It's available only for coins, but if we use currency source, we can change. Sorry, we cannot. I will check it in future. We can also select aggregation by sources, and we can select or exclude necessary sources. I will return to the screenshot in just a few minutes when I will demonstrate how to solve some cases. But for now, let's go back to the slides. Yeah. You see the presentation again. Use cases, yeah. The first our example will be about levels analyzing. Our challenge is to assess the performance of game levels by analyzing key metrics. We will analyze completion rate, purchase percentage per level, and revenue generated at each stage, each level. So to do this, let's go back to our presentation, to our screen sharing. I will switch my screen to necessary page. I will show you game structure group of reports, and we will select player levels report. We will choose the metrics that we need. It's completion rate, paying user percentage, and total revenue. So let's use it. Let's select it. Gross revenue already selected. It's okay. Total revenue, its metrics used for us. Percentage of users who passed level. Okay, yeah, we need that metric. And the pain share. Okay, let's skip past the level metric. It's not necessary for our case. And let's update. Okay, here we can see some traditional situation. The classic pattern. The early levels bring the most revenue, and the paying share of users increased right after decreasing revenue and decreasing the numbers of users who passed level. Okay, let's add this metric, passed the level, absolute. Okay, yeah, here you can see it brings our full picture of users who passed level, and we can see decreasing, and it's very funny that from 6 users who passed level, there are a half of them. It's a half of them who passed the level, and there are 58% of users who are paid at that level. But if we sort the percentage of users who paid, we can see that the fourth level is the level with the lowest percentage of users who paid on that level. It seems strange. It's our growth point. We can change the level design, the offers that we provide to users at that level, and we can grow up the revenue, because the revenue that was reached on that level twice lower and the third level, and it's also close to 2 times close to 2 times less than at fifth level. So it's better to to do some actions with that level. And let's go to the next example. I will show you the task. Our challenge will be to analyze in-app purchases and understand the demand of virtual goods in game. So let's go back to screen sharing, and I will show you. Okay, virtual goods and purchases. We will select purchases structure report. Let's update the data. To do this, as I said, we will go to the virtual goods and purchases report and select the purchases structure dashboard. And also, we will show metrics by levels. So we will select that we will show the number of items grouped by levels. And we will select the grouping by category, and we will select all categories. So let's refresh what we will see after refreshing. Yeah, here we can see the groups of items, the categories of items, and the number of items that was purchased on each level. Let's select only top 5 levels and analyze how users spend their money on the first 5 levels. Here we can see that at first level, users bought only close to 3,000 items of boosters, and the numbers for boosters were stable. We can see that on level 4, they bought close to 2,000 boosters, but also we can see that picture changed very strong for tools and bonuses. We can see that at the first level they bought more than 15,000 tools and bonuses, and after that the numbers of tools and bonuses that they bought less than the number of boosters that they bought. It's higher. It's close to 2,000. In that time, they bought 2,200 tons and bonuses in cumulative. So this gives us a clear view of the popularity and demand for each virtual items across different levels and categories. And as I said, this data available right after integrating just basic events. These reports will available for you, and you can adjust it using some specific selectors, using filters for your needs to solve your custom tasks. In our final example, we need to evaluate the percentage of users who complete daily tasks. For this, I will step away from the ready-made reports, and I will show you how to use a quick custom reports through our custom events editor. Let me share my screen in our editor. You can see it. As I said, we will use custom events editor. It's available here. We should analyze daily task completion rate. Let's select plus 30 days period, and let's calculate the number of events. Oh, yeah, here you can see it. We also should analyze the percentage of users who complete daily tasks, not only the number of events or the number of users. So we will select the metric like percentage of users who complete event among active users. And also we will use the number of events. Let's see the results. Okay, I selected chart type. You can also select table and analyze numbers in tables. You can set some metric settings, conditional formatting, like color scale for table. And as I said, I will select chart type. These custom events give us an opportunity to calculate some custom metrics. Like in our case, it's daily task engagement and completion rate. What we can see here, we can see that on October 9, it was like the third day after launching. Let's imagine that we launched our special offer for daily tasks. We see that on October 9, we have 82% of users who completed daily tasks. Comparing to previous days, it was 86%, close to 87%, and 85%. We can share the link to this report to share it with our colleagues in copy report all. We can save report. We can add this report to dashboard, because as we can observe, this information gives us the knowledge that something happened and completion rate decreased on October 9th. If this game were mine, I've started investigating what happened, what have been offered on day third. But since it's not our game, it's just a demo. So let's move on and return to our presentation. We also prepared some useful link to help you dive deeper into this topic, into game analysis. You can use our knowledge base, our articles. Also, in the follow-up email with the webinar recording, these links will be available for easy access. And thank you for attending our webinar. This is all for today.